I don't know what. It's going out great so far. I've just been super busy on this project, and I've been like in and out of this project. Not really a project. It's TNM work, still a project, whatever. Um, Apparently the client didn't want to do a straight flat rate type contract. He wanted to do TNM, so it's costing him more on doing on TNM. Um, but it's getting long so far. There was some mistakes I made, but I made up for them. Um, the one big mistake was the grounding, but we remedied that. What happened was we ended up running uh, number 6 stranded to the main ground bar bonding kit, and pulled number 8s for all the equipment that's going, like the lighting, the disconnect, the motor, everything. Anything that was that had to do with the pool, any type of electrical equipment that had to do with the pool, we ran number 8 stranded. And that was a mistake. I oversaw that, and I said, oh wait, let me go back to the code. Let me see if I got this right, because something wasn't right. Something felt funny. I was like, you know what, I don't feel right about this. You know, I don't think they should be stranded. I was right. They should be stranded. Looked it up, and sure enough, was correct. Everything has to absolutely be solid, bare copper wire, or insulated. If you had if the wire was a green insulated wire and it was solid, you can get away with that too. But oh jeez, these people. I swear, New York City, man, what's going on? So yeah, man, it blew my, that was a mess up, and I had a feeling I messed up on it. But luckily, we quickly remedied the issue. The runs weren't so long. I had to order 250 feet of solid number 8 and 40 feet of solid number 6. Which isn't so bad, and we replaced all the stranded with solid, and it worked out. So now, because we know that this is getting inspected, so we have to put solid number 8 and a main number 6, solid number 6 for the main ground, for the building ground, to bond to the bonding kit. Oh, excuse me, I just had some breakfast. Ooh. So I'm driving on the West Side Highway right now. Oh man, this video quality sure stinks. I'm so sorry, guys. I really apologize again for the camera, the front camera issue. Some dust somehow seeped in between the cracks when I replaced the screen. So I have to eventually open it back up, clean it out, and yeah. But I mean, if you guys, as long as you guys could still see me, could see me a little bit, hear me, yeah. So again, apologize for the video quality. What was I gonna say? Well, oh yeah, just during these past few months, I recently had COVID. Yeah, it got me, but uh, thanks to the vaccine, I didn't get much of it. The only thing I had when I had COVID was a sore throat, and I just felt I had fatigue. I was really tired all the time. I was very drained from it. But the sore throat part and the fatigue, you know, that's all I had. Amazingly, my fiance ended up getting COVID, giving it to me, and then we stuck it out. We both stuck it out. Um, she got it pretty bad. She got it worse than I did. So she's going through long COVID right now. But she is recovering, and she's doing actually pretty well. Like today, she slept through 7 hours. She hadn't been sleeping much, and she's been doing great now. Today was the day where she finally got 7 hours of sleep, and she's still fighting long COVID, but she's so happy she got plenty of sleep, and been by her side, and it's been difficult. What was I gonna say now next? But other than that, guys, I mean, I've been after that I've been busy. This job has been kicking my ass. I'm actually in the middle of trying to finish up. We're in, I believe, phase 2 of this show. We're in phase 2 of this project. Let me turn this off. Bluetooth speaker. Let's see the battery. We're in phase 2 of the project where we're now, today, hopefully, we've just finished running conduit for the lighting panel for the 0 to 10 and the 120 volts. These lights are going to require 0 to 10 dimming, and we're at the phase 2 part where supposedly today we're going to be running wire to the panel, the watt stopper panel, or lighting panel. But there are some questions, some concerns I have. Like I said, I've never done a swimming pool job before, and doing a lighting panel relay, I've never done those. It's going to be my first experience doing one, and I've got a lot of questions on it, and I'm trying to figure out, if any of you guys are electricians, you have any experience in any Legrand watt stopper lighting panel relays, let me know. Any 0 to 10 and 120, let me know. The relays I'm a little confused on because I'm trying to figure out the line in and the load. I know the relays act as a switch leg. We have to pull from the breaker, from the home run of the circuit breaker, to the line side of the relay, and then the load side back to the lights. My question is, where do we attach also the neutral? Do I have to send the neutral through? If not, let me know. Do I just tie the neutral in the splice box, leave it there, and just run the line, and then to the relay, and then back out the load to the light? Let me know. Because I want to know enough that, if you guys, any of you electricians out there have done any Legrand watt stopper lighting panel relays, and how you've done it. If you want to send me like a link or something, or like a drawing, and if you're gonna do like a drawing, make it legit, like make it that it's legitimate, like drawings, like I can actually read and see what you've done. Because I'm at this point where I'm about to like wire it, and I need a little help on there with that, and I just need to know, like, what do I do with the neutral? Do I just splice it through with the lights back to the panel in a separate box and just run the line and load side through the conduit to the panel and then connect to the relay? Or let me know if you guys have any experience in that. I'd love for you guys to share that information. It will really help me out finish this job. At least make it halfway through finishing the job. But we're getting there. So once we're done with making the terminations in our panel, the next step would be back down in the pump room, the pool pump room, is trying to figure out, and the GFCI. The two gas furnace circuits have to be wired to an auxiliary contact in the VFD, and there's supposed to be a GFCI that has to be also connected to the another auxiliary contact in the VFD and that GFCI is for the chemical mixing equipment for the swimming pool. Apparently, I didn't get this information. So what happened was, 3/4 conduit all the way to the electrical panel in the pool pump room. and we ran it and put into their own one single pole 120 amp breakers, and also install emergency shut-off switches at the furnaces themselves. And some information came later on last week, Monday, toward me, and the pool specialist that was there doing whatever touch-ups he was doing gave me a wiring diagram and say, hey, the gas furnaces have to be connected straight to the VFD. And I just kind of like dropped my jaw and said, bro, we just finished running all this conduit straight to the panel. In other words, the owner, let me just put it this way, the owner of the tennis club swimming pool, it's a tennis club, but it's a swimming pool they also have in the club that we're working on. He is now the project manager. I'm not going to give the name of the owner, and I'm not going to give the name of the place where in the Bronx it is, but he's basically the GC job, and he's not very good at it. Don't ask me why he didn't hire a GC. It's obvious that he just didn't want to because it was too expensive and he wanted to pay less, which was ridiculous because now there's all the other trades had problems. Come on, dude, make a decision here, man. I hate these bus drivers. The way they drive, these small bus drivers, it's ridiculous. He looked like he was just pulling in to drop someone off. Then he decided, let me just jump back into the lane, which I'm driving towards, and whatever. Anyway, so yeah, he didn't want to, pay for a general contractor to take over, lead the job, and so forth. So we're basically living on a prayer here with this job, and it's been very difficult. So yeah, that's the story on that. And he's been kind of difficult, but hey, he's the owner. He wants to know things, and I get it. Most important, note to you business owners and business owners and businessmen or whatever. If you're gonna have something done in your establishment and you want to take over the job and not hire a GC, number one rule you need to do is, if you've done all your research, let's just say you've done all your research, you've gotten advice from other contractors, but you don't want to hire a general contractor to take the lead on your job, but you want to hire all these tradesmen to do the job because you want to save some money. Number one thing you should always do and understand is this, okay? It's not easy. I'm going to say not the number one thing to do yet, but the one thing you should know, it's not easy to be your own general contractor if you're going to take lead on a specific project, on a big project like a swimming pool job, a whole renovation of a swimming pool job, or any type of electrical, any type of job you're going to do doing any renovation. Understand what comes along that position. There's a big responsibility as a so-called GC that you're going to put yourself under, general contractor. You're leading the job, but you're also running a business at the same time. Have someone, an assistant, to assist you on it. And also, number one thing you need to do of all things, take a notepad and write notes. Date them. Date the time that you had a conversation with a specific trade, whether it's electrician, carpenter, plumber, welder, video audio guy, masonry men, concrete workers, or concrete guys, or anyone of that nature, framers, drywallers, painters. Write notes. Write a note of the conversation you had. Hell, record it if you have to. But don't just walk up to the tradesman and say, how long? Give me a ballpark. That's not how it works. That is not, because it frustrates the tradesman, because now he's got to speed up. He's got to work even faster, and you expect him to. We get it. But we're not superheroes, man. We're not Superman. Write down the shit that you are talking about. Write down everything you speak about. Take notes. Fortunately, I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say where I'm working at. I'm going to say for this individual, he's not taking any notes. And he put in charge his assistant manager. Assistant manager, of course, he does remember majority of the time. The owner doesn't. I specifically had this argument with the owner, and I told him, you need to take notes. If you're going to take on a project like this on your own, take a notepad, write down notes, or record the conversation. A big project similar to what I'm doing, what I'm involved in, take notes. I'm going to repeat it again. Take notes of all the conversations of every individual in the trade that you've spoken to. Whoever's leading on the job, on specific tasks, a foreman, especially foremans, take notes. For Christ's sake, take notes. It becomes difficult. It becomes a big problem if you don't take down notes of the conversations you had and date them. Because now you're sitting there wondering how, when we tell you 3-4 days, maybe 2 weeks, okay? Don't walk away. Write it down. Write it down. We'll tell you what we're up to. We'll tell you, this is where we're up to. This is how long it's going to take. And if we don't finish, we're going to finish on the next day. And this is how long it might take. And then we're going to jump onto this task. Take freaking notes, man. You got some high and mighty owners. I've run into a lot of them. I've run into a lot of people in this trade who act all high and mighty because they think they can just get over you, or they think they know better than you, but they don't. I'm talking to you homeowners and businessmen, business owners as well. You may not like my tone. Get over my tone and listen to the message I'm saying. Write things down. Write it down. It's not hard. Get a pen, paper, pencil. Write it down. Type it in your notes on your cell phone. Any way you can keep a record of the conversations you have with each and every tradesman on the project. It helps on your end. Okay? It helps. I don't care how busy you are. If I tell you, hey, this may take 2 days. This is going to take 2 days for me to pull these wires and terminate. All these wires and all these boxes and terminate. Or we had to run additional conduit for low voltage Cat 6 wires. And that. Write it down. Don't ask me to write it down for you. Don't ask me to write you something. You're the one coming to me, the tradesman, and asking how long you're working on it. We will tell you, and you write it down. Again, forget my tone. Get over the tone of my voice on this. Because some of you out there are hard-headed as F. You're hard-headed. And then when things don't go the way you want to turn around and blame us because you forgot the conversation. You forgot to take notes. I've got this guy who's telling me how long. I give him a time limit. What needs to get done? How many how many men are required to do the job? The next day he's asking me again, and the next day he's asking me again and again and again. And I'm like, dude, take notes. I'm not going to tell. I had to ignore him at one point. It got me so frustrated because I told him, I told you yesterday. Why are you coming down and asking me again? Oh, I don't know. I'm busy, guy. I don't care if you're busy. Write things down. Write it down. And I told him, you come down here again and ask me again, I'm going to ignore you. Huff and puff all you want. It got to a point, guys, I got really frustrated with the customer. I know I'm supposed to show respect and everything, but if you're going to come down every day to ask me how long, you think you're going to be 100% done? No! I told you once, I told you twice, I'm not going to say it again. If you keep coming down, I'm ignoring you. I'm going to pretend you're not even here. You're just going to be in my way of me doing the job. So cut it, knock it off. Knock it off, or get someone else. Knock it off. You see the work I'm doing, you're complimenting my work, but you're still coming down asking the same damn questions every day. Knock it off. Write it down. I told you that. I told this guy plenty of times. Write it down. Take a piece of paper. Write on your notepad. Something. If you're in my way and I'm doing a job and you're just asking me a question, you're in my way. You're in my way. I'm running conduit. The guy's coming to me and I'm on a ladder running conduit, and he's asking me all these. Asking a question, and then it's retarded. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. I'm sorry to say, it's just dumb. It frustrates us as tradesmen because we're trying to do the job that you want us to do. Just stop hovering. That's not how this works. Okay? And I get this mentality like, customer's always right. I get it. I know it. But sometimes you're not always right. Especially when it comes to a trade. When you're working in construction, you're not always going to be right. I'm going to tell you why. You don't know any better. Let the professionals handle it. And if we have an issue, we'll talk to you about it. And we'll tell you the solutions. But write things down. Because if we have to constantly repeat ourselves over and over and over again, we're just going to ignore you. And we're going to keep on working. Because we know the plan. We know the objective. We know the assignment. So, knock it off. Because you think, oh, you're a busy guy. We get it. You're busy. So, when you're busy, don't you write notes behind your desk? Don't you write notes of conversations you have in your meetings? Do the same for the construction worker. You see, if you don't do that, I'm going to put it this way, guys. And you business professionals and so forth, you call us blue collar guys that go fix what you need fixing or what needs to be done. Understand something. If you keep on with the shenanigans of not taking notes and constantly coming every day asking us, when are you going to be done, 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 and you know how large the project is, and you're not taking notes down, I'm going to say this, you're being disrespectful of your tradesmen, of the men who are working under you. You're disrespecting the blue-collar worker. You're disrespecting the business side of it as well. If you are a business owner and you're trying to take the lead in charge of a job, of a construction job, this is a business, not a game to mess around in, or something like we're not maids, we're not your ants, your worker ants that go, oh yeah, do whatever I say and this and that, I don't care, I don't take notes. You got to tell me how long. No, we'll tell you, but your job is to write it down. So that way you don't keep coming back to us, asking us every day or sometimes even every hour. So that gets very annoying and disrespectful because you're holding up our end of doing the job. You're wasting our time. You're wasting our time. Alright? We could tell you once, we could tell you twice, we're not going to tell you 3 times. The same thing over and over again. Okay? Unless there's an issue, we'll come to you. But take notes. It's very important. If you're not going to hire a general contractor, take notes of all the conversations of all the tradesmen. I don't care how busy you are. If you don't take notes and you constantly come down, we're going to ignore you. That means you've disrespected us. Okay? Take notes. I'm tired of it, man. I'm really tired of it. It gets very, very tiring, man. It really does. So, yes, that's my grievance, and this is a lesson to you guys. Um, Homeowners and DIYers taking charge of big jobs, including business people who have no clue about construction. If you don't have no clue, spend the extra cash for a general contractor to take the lead on the job. He will come to you on things about certain things. All right. But hire a general contractor. All right. You're better off hiring a general contractor, paying the extra cash, because you'll get it done right. All right. This whole thing with I just want to do time and material work, and the money adds up. It adds up. It really does. And this guy is spending so much money, and he's complaining about it. It's like, well, this is what you asked for. You asked for T&M work, you're gonna get T&M prices. You know. So guys, understand if you're a contractor as well. I mean, urge this. If the client wants to do T&M work on a big job, I strongly suggest for them to save a little bit more money. Put them on a contract. Put them on a deadline, a budget and a deadline. That's it. T&M work is great on some jobs, depending on the project, smaller projects, or medium projects. But large jobs like this is not it's especially a renovation job for a swimming pool can be very pricey, very expensive. All right. And you business owners and homeowners and DIYers, if you're getting to wanting to have jobs done, a renovation job in your home, whatever, you want to take charge of it, understand something, be prepared, do your research on different types of trades that are going to work on different parts of your home, and understand where you, as the person taking charge of the job, you're now the general contractor, you're the GC, you're taking the lead. Understand the duties of a GC. Look it up. We have Google, we have the internet. Look it up. Take notes. Don't be stuck on stupid. Do not be stuck on stupid. Because it's not, you stay stuck on stupid and not do these things, you're going to look stupid. I guarantee you're gonna look dumb. You're gonna look and feel like an idiot. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna blame it on us. Oh, it's your fault. Oh, you did the job. It's your fault. We had this conversation. I know, but I actually don't remember. Yeah, you don't remember because you didn't write it down. Write things down. Take notes. It helps. It's not hard. I don't care how long you've been in the business. It doesn't mean you're entitled to not do business with a tradesman that's blue collar, because construction is a business, like it or not. If you don't think so, then you have no business to be doing any renovation type work and taking charge of. All right, so let that be a reminder, please, because you're going to lose a lot of services from a lot of tradesmen who don't want to do business with you anymore. They will also tell other businesses, believe it or not, they'll tend to do that. Hey, don't work for this guy. Don't work for this person, for this client. They don't take responsibility for the decisions they make and so forth. They don't want to take the blame, blah, blah, blah. They just like to get over people, get over to tradesmen, other trades. Don't. This is just a warning and a lesson to you guys. So, that's it. What's next? Anyway, off of that, I know I haven't done any videos in a while. Like I said, I've been busy on this job. And also, I've been doing a lot of prior to that. I'm kind of in and out in this job. There'll be like days where I'm working for like a whole week, and then I get pulled off from it because the owner doesn't have enough money to pay for another week of work and so forth. So I have to the end of this Friday to try to finish what I can on the on this full job, trying to get all the lighting done, the circuits grinded into the panel. And then I'm gonna be somewhere else, somewhere in Midtown, taking charge of a renovation. I don't know any further information, but I'm gonna be taking 2 guys with me on it, for what I'm told. But not a lot of info on it, so that starts next week, Monday, I think. And I'll see. I'll maybe I can throw in a few little videos here and there on Instagram. So go check out my Instagram. I posted. I haven't been posting as much on Instagram, guys. The only time I use Instagram is for what I do as a tradesman. I'll do it once in a while because it's those are times of vacation and stuff, and in this trade you get rewarded not only with cash, but you get rewarded by doing things that you worked hard on doing, taking vacations. Back to that. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna try and put up some videos. Keep you guys posted. It's been a few months. I know I've been MIA. I don't know why this guy. Yeah, no kidding, jackass. Just use the intersection and crosswalk. I don't understand people. I'm honking at him. He's complaining, and it's like, yeah, I know you're trying to get to the other side, but next time use a crosswalk. It's easier. No common sense, people. Common sense. There's a saying: competence gets compensated. If you're competent, you will be compensated. So, yeah. Let's see the chats. Nowhere in the chats. Hey, Dibs! Your lens is foggy. Yes, I know. It's a lot of dust and debris somehow seeping in to my camera, so I have to into the phone somehow. So I have to open her back up and fix it. Common is not very common. Common sense is not very common at all, my friend. I know what you mean. Common sense is out the window in 2022. Actually, even before that. All I ever lived by was common sense. Common sense is easy to use. You just, if you were educated well enough to use your common sense, and you would know how to use common sense. But nowadays, people don't want to use it because guys, I hear about it all the time. I go through it every day. I go to a customer's home, and they feel entitled over you. What they fail to understand, it's a customer. And I've had some customers respect a tradesman, respect the blue collar. They even told me in my face and say, "Hey, I respect you guys. You guys build the world we live in. You guys do what you do to get things going. I'm gonna leave you to it." And they show a lot of respect and gratitude. Most nowadays, I'm gonna be honest. The experience I've had running around the city, not a lot of them do, especially in the cities. Like here in Manhattan, a lot of customers I've come across, the majority of them are very entitled. They're entitled individuals, and they love to try to get over you and think they know it all. And when I try to explain to them why is that I can't do this and why is I can't do that, because they don't want the ceiling or the wall damaged, and I say, okay, here's another solution we can go by. They just don't like that solution, and I tell them, listen, that's the only option. Well, you got to figure it out. Figure out another option. Those are the only options. I'm telling you. You can't just tell a professional to figure it out. There's got to be another way. We're telling you, through experience, this is the only way. You know, they don't respect when a customer does that. They don't. That means I'm being disrespected, and I'm going to take it as you're insulting my intelligence as a tradesman who knows these things. And I've gotten a lot of that. I came across a lot of self-entitled, rich and wealthy individuals. Like I say, I don't say names, but you know, whenever I do a job, at times I do a good job. I'll do a great job, but they just don't. They're not grateful. You know. Let me take this call, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh man, I don't even know if Okay, sorry about that. You guys heard that whole conversation. I muted and it unmuted automatically. It was really weird. Gosh,
Okay, sorry about that. You guys heard that whole conversation.
Well, actually, you guys didn't hear that. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, give me a second. I'm actually almost there at the job, the swimming pool job right now. So I'm in the Bronx. I'm on the Major Deegan Expressway. Dibs, man. Thank you for. By the way, man. I know you're across the Atlantic Pond, so thank you for stopping by, buddy. I want to do, guys. I really want to do a call-in show. I really want to start doing that soon. I want to start putting up a call-in show for other trades, especially electricians. All electricians are welcome. But what I want to do is start the call-in show with guys who are coming in, young guys who are either about to start a trade or interested in going into the electrical trade. If you want to talk about even getting into the HVAC trade, that's cool too. You can have that conversation as well. I want to start doing that on Zoom and get your experiences, hear you guys out. I know there's a lot of helpers out there. First year apprentices are going through the struggles of learning the trade, and you know you can have the opportunity to speak your mind on my show. It's only 12:45 p.m. here. Okay, it's 12:45, but it's 7:44 a.m. here, my friend. It's morning. So those of you who are ages 18 and 25, you want to speak your mind on the show. My show, you go welcome, but I'm going to set it up soon. I've been thinking about it throughout these few months, and I really want to hear what you guys think. I really want to hear you guys out. I want to hear your experiences, and if you got questions, just ask them. Ask questions. I'll try to give you the best answer I can give you through the experiences that I've gone through, especially in my years as a helper / apprentice. So all are welcome. Dibs, what are you saying, buddy? I'm missing what you're saying because I'm driving. It's very common. People don't want to be common. Everyone is special. Yeah, everyone's just ridiculous. The other option is not get it done. God, my spelling sucks. No sound and only 12:45. And I'm guessing this is your first job of the day, or it's all day. It's an all day job. This is a T&M job, meaning time and material. I've been on this project for quite a few months, but I've been in and out of it. I've been pulled off. I'll be there for like a couple of weeks, and then I'll get pulled off to do service calls due to the fact the ownership of the facility doesn't have enough money. So what they'll do is they'll have us leave and come back later on, and but yeah. So this is basically I don't think my final week. But this is my last week before they pull me off to do another project. So I have to prep up the next project, which is a whole, I think, apartment rewire or house rewire. They're short. I guess we're short on guys, on foremans to run certain jobs. I don't know if this is like just a whole house rewire. Rewires that's my thing. I just love doing it, and I mean, just as long as we're able to like demo and then rough in and pull new wires and stuff like that. On a job like that, yes, the pool. That's where we're going to. The swimming pool, the tennis club. It's a tennis club. They have a swimming pool in the club, so we're working on the swimming pool. you have talked about on and off over the last year or so. Yeah, yeah, it's been kind of rough lately with that. And like I said, I was out for like I think about a week at one point because I had COVID. But it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I said prior in this video in the live stream that my fiance came home with COVID, and I ended up getting it, but I didn't get it as bad. I didn't get as bad as her. She had breathing issues. She had trouble sleeping. She had gone through some pain and fever, high fever. Me, on the other hand, all I had was sore throat and fatigue, and that was about it. There was no, like, I didn't lose my sense of smell, taste, or anything like that, but I recovered. Thanks for the vaccine for that. I mean, I just kept taking care of her. We're taking care of each other, really. But she had it bad. My fiance had it worse, but she's recovering from long COVID right now, so it's been tough. But back to the pool, which we're almost at right now. Oh right, they fixed the road. Smooth asphalt. Oh right. I love it. Man, I tell you, coming up this street, it was bumpy as hell, man. They finally fixed the road here. New, fresh asphalt. Oh, it is so smooth. Oh, I love it. I have to the end of this week to try to finish what I can, and then I'm being pulled off to do another job. And then afterwards, depending on if the other job finishes on time, I have to come back and finish over of the. I'm dealing with a very particular owner who decided to anoint himself as a General Notes. Sucks. Sucks. But timing. We start here at 8 o'clock. It's 7:50 now. I've got 10 minutes. Woo-wee! Yeah. All right. So, okay, come on, buddy. Look at this. This guy's just looking. I hate when people just look at me when they're crossing the street. They act like I'm gonna run them over and I'm waiting for them. They're just staring me down like I'm a freaking monster or something. Let's see. Park. Where to park? Not important. Up to me. When I get inside, he's gonna walk up with me. How long? I just cost. Yeah, he doesn't write things down, what I tell him. You pay what you get. He wants us to do cheap work too. I told him one time, listen, if you want me to do work for cheap, you're gonna get cheap work done. Like cheap quality work done. It's not gonna. That's how I roll. Is I try to give him good quality, good work, not do it cheaply. It's ridiculous how people want certain things done, but they don't want it done. They want it done cheap. Okay? So don't ask to do it. Don't ask us to do it for cheap, because you're gonna get crappy work done. Best believe that. You want good quality work done, you got to pay a little more. That's just how it works. That's how the world works. The world does not owe you an explanation. Dibble says, try to be here if you're live. Can stink. Whew, man. I stare at drivers. I have been on a crosswalk and they have tried drive through me while I'm crossing. Oh man. I whenever I see pedestrians like crossing, I stop fully. Like I give them the opportunity to walk across. Sometimes even at a green light, I say, you know what, go right ahead. Common courtesy too, But guys, common courtesy, being generous, goes a long way. All right, so I gotta get to work, guys. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a while. I got a little nervous at first, but you guys know how it is. But anyways, till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Always remember, wear your personal protective equipment. Watch each other's back. Help one another out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.